Written in a natural, story-driven and engaging style, no headings, no subheadings, just one continuous flow. It's crafted to hold viewer attention, work well for narration, and sound professional yet relatable. Every once in a while, the world changes quietly. It doesn't happen with explosions or breaking news, but in small, silent moments that shift everything we know. That's how most revolutions begin, not in noise, but in whispers. Think about it. The first person who realized a machine could fly, the first time electricity lit up a dark room, the moment a small device called a smartphone fit the entire world in your pocket. We didn't know at the time that these were the beginnings of something massive. We just kept moving forward, curious, uncertain, and full of imagination. Today, we live in a time where change happens faster than ever before. What's trending today becomes outdated tomorrow. The speed of progress has become both our superpower and our struggle. We can learn, connect, and build at a pace our ancestors couldn't have dreamed of, yet at the same time, we're constantly trying to catch up. Technology has become the mirror of humanity, reflecting both our brilliance and our confusion. Every click, every scroll, every search, it's all part of the story of who we are and what we're becoming. The internet gave everyone a voice. Once upon a time, power belonged only to those who owned printing presses, radio stations, or TV networks. Now, anyone with a phone and a dream can speak to millions. YouTube, more than any other platform, has turned that possibility into reality. It's not just a website, it's a living archive of human creativity. It's where ideas are born, where people laugh, cry, learn, argue, and grow together. It's where a child can learn to play guitar from a stranger thousands of miles away, where someone can start a business from their bedroom, where a filmmaker can upload a story that changes how we see the world. But with this new power comes something deeper, responsibility. The responsibility to think before we speak, to create before we criticize, to understand before we judge. Because behind every video, every comment, every like, there's a human being searching for meaning. It's easy to forget that in the endless scroll of thumbnails and titles. But at the heart of YouTube, beyond the algorithms and analytics, there's something profoundly human, the desire to connect. Every person watching this right now has their own story, a journey that no one else fully understands. Maybe you're chasing a dream that feels impossible. Maybe you're stuck in a place where everything feels heavy and uncertain. Or maybe you're just looking for a reason to keep going. Whatever brought you here, know this, you're not alone. Millions of others are searching too, for purpose, for peace, for inspiration. And somehow, in this giant digital world, we find each other. Through stories, through voices, through pixels on a screen, we find something real. There's a reason storytelling has existed for as long as humanity itself. Stories remind us that we're not alone in our fears, our hopes, our mistakes. When someone tells their truth, it gives others permission to do the same. That's the magic of YouTube, it turns ordinary moments into shared experiences. A person making coffee in the morning, an artist sketching in silence, a traveler capturing sunsets on their phone. These aren't just videos, they're fragments of life stitched together by emotion. But let's be honest. The digital world isn't always kind. We live in a time when perfection is an illusion sold through filters and edits. We compare our behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. We chase numbers instead of meaning. We start to believe that our worth depends on views, likes, or followers. It's easy to forget that behind the metrics, there's a beating heart. And sometimes, the most powerful thing we can do is just show up, imperfect, raw, and real. The truth is, no one has it all figured out. Even the biggest creators started with nothing, just an idea and the courage to try. They failed, they learned, they grew. What made them different wasn't luck, but persistence. Because every success story you see today began with a single moment of belief. Belief that their voice mattered. Belief that someone, somewhere, might care. And sometimes, that's all it takes, one person believing enough to begin. In a world that moves this fast, slowing down becomes revolutionary. Taking a breath, looking around, being grateful for the small things, these are the moments that give life depth. The morning sun, a message from a friend, the laughter you didn't expect, they remind us that happiness doesn't always come from big achievements. Sometimes, it's found in silence, in stillness, in simply being present. There's so much noise out there telling you who to be, what to wear, how to look, how to act, what to want. But the truth is, you don't need to become someone else to matter. You already matter, right now, exactly as you are. The world doesn't need another copy, it needs your voice, your art, your story. The things that make you different aren't flaws, they're your power. Every scar, every failure, every dream you haven't yet reached, they're all part of your masterpiece in progress. If you've ever felt like giving up, remember this: every person who ever achieved something great once stood where you are. They doubted themselves. They felt lost. They wanted to quit. But they didn't. They took one more step, and then another, and eventually, those steps became a path. You don't need to see the entire road to keep moving, just trust the next step. One day, you'll look back and realize that the challenges that felt like walls were actually doors. Every rejection, every heartbreak, every failure was quietly shaping you for something bigger. Life doesn't always give us what we want, but it always gives us what we need to grow. Sometimes, the pain you're feeling is just the universe rearranging things for your next chapter. We live in an era where it's easy to feel disconnected, surrounded by millions, yet alone in our own heads. But if there's one thing that unites us, it's that we're all trying to figure it out. We're all searching for meaning, love, and belonging. And maybe that's why YouTube feels so special. It's more than entertainment, it's a reminder that we're all human. We laugh at the same jokes, cry at the same stories, feel inspired by the same courage. For all our differences, we're still connected by emotion. Think about the creators who changed your life, the ones whose words or videos helped you see the world differently. They didn't do it by pretending.